In this problem, we have a linear application. Let's read through it and then we'll figure out how to work it. The phone company Horizon has a monthly cellular plan where a customer pays a flat monthly fee and then a certain amount of money per minute used on the phone. If a customer uses 290 minutes, the monthly cost will be $62. If the customer uses 780 minutes, the monthly cost will be $111. Part 1, or Part A, find an equation in the form y equals mx plus b, where x is the number of monthly minutes used and y is the total monthly cost of the Horizon plan. Okay, let's tackle A part first. So this is number 1. What is it asking us to do? It is saying the first words in that A part is find an equation. So we know that in order to find an equation of a line, we need 2 points or we need the slope. Well, we're not given the slope in this. So can we find 2 points? Let's continue reading this A part and figure out what all these numbers are representing. So it says where X is the number of monthly minutes. Okay, so X is going to represent minutes and Y is the total monthly cost. So Y is cost. Looking at this information that we're given, in the second sentence it says if a customer uses 290 minutes. So we know that minutes is X. That means this is an X value here. So 290 is X. And its associated cost is $62. So that's going to be Y. So our first point that we have is going to be 290, comma 62. So X value of 290, Y value of 62. Let's read the next sentence. If the customer uses 780 minutes, that's another X. The monthly cost will be 111, that's a Y. So that's going to be our second point, 780 and 111. Okay. Again, to find an equation of the line, you need 2 points. So we have 2 points now. Let's go through and label these points X1, Y1, X2, Y2. So we've got point 1 and point 2. What do we need next? Well, to find the equation, we've got our 2 points now. Those 2 points will get us our slope that we need. So our slope formula, remember, is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Okay, so now we're going to plug in. We've got y2, that's 111, minus y1, which is 62. Okay, over x2, which is 780, minus x1 is 290. So let's put this in the calculator and see what we get. We've got 111 minus 62 is 49 over 780 minus 290 is 490. Okay, and we are okay. Like normally I say you need to put this in fraction form, but I'm okay with you doing this as a decimal for a number of reasons. Number one, this is an application problem, okay? But also, we're specifically dealing in money here. And so decimals, obviously, in money is helpful because you can see, like, cents, okay? All right, so we found our slope is 0.1. We're now going to use that to find the equation. And what information do we have now? We have the slope and we've got 2 points. We only need 1 point to keep going. And so we need the point slope form of this line. The point slope form, again, remember, is y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Okay, let's plug in what we know now. We've got y minus y1 is 62 equals m, that's what we found here, so that's going to be our 0.1, x minus x1 is 290. Okay, so now we are going to simplify this, and again, our goal at this point is to put it in the y equals mx plus b format. So you're not using this in the problem. You are getting the answer in that format. So we need it to basically be in y equals format. Okay, so that means that I need to distribute on the right-hand side. So we've got y minus 62 equals 0.1x, or 0.1x, minus 0.1 times 290 is 29. And lastly, we're going to add the 62 over. And that is going to give us y equals 0.1x plus 33. Okay, so in terms of this problem, I want you to understand what you just got. Yeah, you got an equation. You got the answer. Great. But the understanding is also important. So what is this 33 representing? And in the first sentence of this problem, it says the phone company has a plan where a customer pays a flat monthly fee. So the monthly fee that they're paying here is $33 a month. So no matter what they call or whatever, however many minutes they use, they are paying $33 regardless. And then this, what is the slope representing? That you got to think a little bit more about. So this says pays a flat monthly fee and then a certain amount of money per minute used on the phone. So this is basically charging 10 cents per minute. That is what the slope is representing. But now that we've got this equation, we can move to part B. So the B says use your equation that you just found to find the total monthly cost if 857 minutes are used. So again, X is representing minutes. So this is another X value. And now that you found the equation, you can plug that X value into your equation that you found. So we're going to do y equals 0.1 times 857 plus 33. And let's see how many minutes we get. Or what's the cost, right? So we plugged in minutes, we're getting cost out. So 0.1 times 857 plus 33, and I am getting 118.7, but this is money, so we're going to do 70. Now, I don't think the computer is going to count off if you don't put the 0, but I think you should because it's money, and you should have 2 decimals. Okay, so if this person uses 857 minutes, it is going to cost them in a month $118.70. Also, they probably need to change plans if they're using 857 minutes, but that's besides the point. Anyway, hope this helped. Okay, so again, one more time. Your first step is to write your points down from the problem. So again, your points are literally kind of in order here. It's saying minutes, cost. That's the points you're writing down. Next, label those points. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. Next, find the slope. Once you find the slope, then you're doing point slope. That's this one. Plug that in. Obviously, do some manipulation and solve for Y. So we want a final answer of Y equals whatever. Okay, once you find that, then you can move to part B and just plug in to X right here. All right, so I hope that helps on finding the equation in a linear application.